Gender wage equality is a national topic that students in the reporting and newswriting class were assigned to report on. The class conducted a statistical analysis from the wages of Laramie County Community College's employees to determine if a gender wage gap exists. Director of Institutional Research, Anne Murray, was an important contributor to the analysis, and she walked reporters through the process of accurately sorting and analyzing the data. The class agreed to look at the wages of full-time faculty, employees who are directors of a department or organization, deans, administrators who make up the president's cabinet, administrative assistants, and custodians. Each reporter would take a look at one of the employees' areas. Meanwhile, Murray conducted her own analysis on the same data to ensure the process was sound and found that there was no significant variations. In the end, both Murray and the reporting students found a slight lean toward women employees making higher wages. One of the primary contacts to discuss the analysis was LCCC President Dr. Joe Schaffer.
I would say for the most part, we don't look at or focus on gender diversity as an initial aspect of what we're seeking out. We look for the best candidate. I mean, our approach always is that we have to utilize the precious resources we have, student tuition, state and local dollars, and get the best work for those resources, which means we look for the best candidate as a result. I think there's times, though, where we want to make sure that there's equitable distribution in gender and race, and certainly we would like to see, greater levels of diversity within the organization. But I don't know, we really look objectively at who can fulfill the job the best, and then we try to identify the best candidate. Yeah. There's always room to negotiate within these bands, for the most part. And the faculty step and grid, it's harder to do that, and maybe that's why we don't have it so much. But what you find traditionally is men are better negotiators, or they're just more pompous, so they go in asking for more money. And women are much more willing to do things for the good of the organization. They're more hesitant to ask, and so we see wage differential when women just don't ask probably what they would. And then your part of your job is we want to get the best person for, in some ways, the least amount of money, right, to make those resources spread. And so it's not always, the organization isn't always willing to say, well, Brooke, I know you would take that, but you really should be asking for this. Our focus on a market-based assessment, though, kind of removes that, where we're actually coming forward with our best offers based on the market and everything. So there's greater equity, so negotiation probably isn't as big here as you might find in some of the private sector. And that's probably another reason why you're not finding a wage gap between women and men in some of these positions.
LCCC's Human Resources Director, Tammy Maas, was another important contact to get a better understanding of the reasoning behind what was found in the data.
Females tend to be very organized and very, very detailed, and so I think some of them gravitate towards that position. But whenever we fill a position, it's based on knowledge, skills, and abilities. It's not limited to only males or females. It's all fair and equitable, open to anybody.
For more information about each area's analysis, pick up one of Wingspan's May 2017 issues or go to Wingspan online.